I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
Good morning. Another extremely fashionably late stream. Not late in the day. But yeah, it's late in the day, not late at night. Come along. Let's read the news and see how miserable the world is. Let's jump right into it today. I'm gonna do a short stream, read the news based on Wordle, crossword, maybe some GeoGuessr quiz, and get the hell out of here. All right. Let's go. I need to change this hotkey. Okay. YouTube to be included in Australia's teen social media ban. What? Oh, it's they're putting an age restriction on it. YouTube will be included in Australia's world first social media ban for children under 16 after the government ditched a previous exemption for the platform. The video sharing site was set to be excluded from the ban, which will limit TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Snapchat, and is due to start in December. Under the ban, teenagers will still be able to view YouTube videos but will not be permitted to have an account, which is required for uploading content or interacting on the platform. YouTube, owned by Google, had argued it shouldn't be blocked for children as the platform offers benefit and value to younger Australians. It's not social media, it said in a statement on Wednesday. But YouTube is trying to get out of this. YouTube is trying to make it sound like it's not social media, which it is social media because you're posting and stuff. And it doesn't have to be, I mean, especially vlogs and stuff. It's your everyday life. And also shorts. So it's like in a little bit, it's kind of like TikTok too. It's everything in one. Australia's laws are being watched with great interest by global leaders, with Norway announcing a similar ban and the UK saying it is considering following suit. Social media is doing social harm to our children, and I want Australian parents to know that we have their backs. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese told media on Wednesday. We know this is not the only solution, he said, of the ban, but it will make a difference. Interesting. Okay, because all those things about, is this the modern example? I'm not saying it is, but the modern example of burning books or banning books or burning books. YouTube to be included in Australia's social media ban. You essentially, this is where young kids and also adults get their news and get everything they want to read, get knowledge, get information. I think this is modern day burning books. They're burning the books with this, right? This should be the equivalent to burning the books. I don't want to make, specific places, but generally, like back in the day, when religious institutions didn't like what was written in a book, or government institutions didn't like what was written in a book, they would burn it and they would ban the book. This is essentially what's happening, I guess. Why can't they just ban, like, I guess that's just slippery slope, because who decides what's harmful, what's not harmful, I guess. But it's still interesting that they would actually do that too in Australia, which is considered a first world country. All right, on to the next. Congo and Rwanda-backed rebels signed declaration of principles for a permanent ceasefire in the east. I didn't even know this was happening. But good. Tsunami waves hit U.S. shores after 8.8 magnitude quake strikes Russia's far east. Richter scale is crazy. That 8.8 is really high. I think 9 is like deadly, I think. The Tantalus Lookout, a remnant of a long dormant volcano that now provides scenic views of Honolulu became a gathering place for many people outside Tuesday looking for a quick getaway from the beach as the area was under a tsunami warning. A tourist couple who had been swimming with their kids at Waimanalo Beach, these names are taking me up, rushed out when the tsunami warning reached their phones and made their way to the Tantalus. This was the highest point we knew, a woman told CNN affiliate Hawaii News Now. We came in here Monday and we were like, instead of going to the hotel, let's go here. Some local residents had the same idea. I got on the road and I noticed traffic was getting crazy, said a man who lives in the suburb of Makakilu, and said the traffic was too hard to return home. I was thinking, no way, that H1 is crazy congested right now. I'm telling you, everything I said before, I don't want to feel like I'm being negative, but doesn't it feel like everything is just falling apart? Like natural disasters, wars. I keep coming back how like I've heard like military personnel talk about how there would never be like a war in Europe again, at least not a ground invasion. And that happened too. US and India launch historic joint mission that could change the way we see Earth. What's happening? What's changing Earth? A first of its kind satellite has launched to track nearly imperceptible changes on Earth's surface, but an effort that could aid with responses to natural disaster. Oh, called the NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar Mission, or NISAR. The spacecraft is equipped with two kinds of synthetic aperture radar, designed by the U.S. Space Agency and the Indian Space Research Organization in the country's first joint satellite project. So will this help with like how the NISAR's dual radar will collect information that could allow for a better understanding of landslides and earthquakes and improve the monitoring of ice sheets, glaciers, permafrost, forests, wetlands, and agricultural fleets. Oh, that'll be good. The data, which will be publicly available as it is collected and downloaded from the satellite, will also be used to prepare for and respond to hurricanes, volcanic eruptions, flooding, and wildfires. That's pretty good. Protected Crutch V says, tired of streaming to zero? No, bro. I like it. I kind of actually like it. I actually kind of enjoy streaming to zero people. I love it. Yeah, I love doing that, bro. Trump announces 25% tariff on US starting Friday, unspecified penalties for buying Russian energy. Oh, this is the whole thing because they bought Russian oil, right? Trump announces 25% tariff on India and unspecified penalties for buying Russian oil. Washington. President Donald Trump said Wednesday that he'll impose a 25% tariff on goods from India plus an additional import tax because of India's purchasing of Russian oil. Trump said on his Truth Social platform that India is our friend, but its tariffs are far too high on US goods. A 25% tariff on goods from, oh, okay. Are they doing that? Oh, yeah. All these like food items and stuff they import, right? The Republican president added that India buys military equipment and oil from Russia, which he said has enabled the war in Ukraine. As a result, he intends to charge an additional penalty starting on Friday as part of the launch of his administration's revised tariffs on multiple countries. The new tariffs could put India at a disadvantage in the U.S. market relative to Vietnam, Bangladesh, and possibly China, said Ajay Sahai, Director General of the Federation of India Export Organizations. We are back to square one as Trump hasn't spelled out what the penalties would be in addition to the tariffs, Sahai said. The demand for Indian goods is bound to be hit. The announcement comes after a slew of negotiated trade frameworks with the European Union, Japan, the Philippines, and Indonesia, all of which Trump said would open markets for American goods while enabling the U.S. to raise tax rates on imports. The president views tariff revenues as a way to help offset the budget deficit increases tied to his recent income tax cuts and generate more domestic factory jobs. Interesting. I mean, listen, I don't know if tariffs work or not, but if people are putting tariffs on like US product, why not like, reciprocate? But also I think it might be like a tactic, like a diplomatic strategy. So they do that and they know America could reciprocate it, and America is a much bigger market and also more spending power. So it's probably like a diplomatic strategy to like, I guess, beholden them country. US to burn $9.7 million worth of US aid purchase contraceptives. Why are you burning that? Contraceptive what? What kind of condoms? The Trump administration is set to destroy $9.7 million worth of U.S. purchased contraceptives rather than deliver them to women overseas following the dismantling of foreign assistance programs carried out by the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID. The preliminary decision to destroy the USAID procured birth control was confirmed by a State Department spokesperson who said the cost of incinerating them by wait, I lost my train of thought. What is this? Instead of them would be $167,000. Contraceptives have been housed in a warehouse in Geel, Belgium. The Belgian Foreign Ministry said it was engaged in diplomatic talks with the U.S. Embassy to work to find alternative solutions for the supplies. Asked about, I'm trying to see if like anyone's commenting. Asked about whether the contraceptives will definitely be destroyed, State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce said on Tuesday that it is a situation that changes each day. It seems very arbitrary, a lot of these things, but I'm sure there's something behind it. I've also heard like the same argument people on the opposite end make, that USAID is actually like a diplomatic strategy to like have certain countries act the way US wanted to act. I've heard allegedly, I don't know. But let me get out of this so I don't end up in a gulag. Japan's Fukushima plant workers evacuate after tsunami warning. Oh, this is workers at Japan's embattled Fukushima nuclear plant were evacuated early on Wednesday after tsunami warnings were issued across the country. The plant's operator said all 4,000 of his workers had been evacuated, adding that there were no abnormalities detected. It comes after a massive 8.7 magnitude earthquake struck off Russia's far eastern coast, triggering warnings across the Pacific. For many in Fukushima Prefecture, the warning is likely to bring back memories of one of the worst nuclear disasters the world has seen. In March 2011, Japan was hit by a devastating 9.9 magnitude earthquake and subsequent tsunami that went to kill more than 18,000 people. Rest in peace. I hope it doesn't. It's not like before. Remember, it hit certain parts of India. Sri Lanka was devastated. I think it was an island nation. There were a lot of these. The leader of a secretive New Zealand commune admits abusing young church members. As usual, I always say religion and religious places are an odd place in the world where I believe in God. I follow religion, but like all religions, like the religious I guess area is an odd place where people have authority over people, and their word is taken in a lot of gravity, right? Has a lot of gravity, and also they have influence, like immense amount of influence on children and adults. But there's also a lot of trust from the people they have authority over. So it's interesting. But the leader of an isolated and conservative Christian commune in New Zealand pleaded guilty on Wednesday to a dozen indecency and assault charges against women and girls who were members of the religious group. The addition of guilt from Howard Temple came 3 days into a trial at which he was accused of abusing members of the Gloriavale commune aged between 9 and 20 over a period of 2 decades. Complainants who appeared in the opening days of Temple's trial at the Greymouth District Court said he had touched or groped them while they were performing domestic duties, including in front of other Gloriavale members during mealtimes. Radio New Zealand reported they told the court they were too scared to challenge the leader and feared being told the abuse was their fault. Temple, who is 85 and known as the overseeing shepherd of Gloriavale, earlier denied the 24 charges and was scheduled to face a 3-week trial, but on Wednesday, his lawyer said the leader would admit to an amended list of 12 crimes. As opposed to what? As opposed to 2 dozen, so 24, so he just halved it. He's old as hell, though. He might die in prison. That's what's going to happen. See, these things catch up with you. That's another thing. I don't know why people don't learn. CBS News investigation of Jeffrey Epstein's jail video reveals new discrepancy. Do I want to read this and end up in a freaking gulag, or do you just want to skip it? I mean, it is. Let me just read. I'm just reading. I'm just reading. I don't know anything. I don't really support or not support. I'm just reading. In the weeks after Jeffrey Epstein died at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Lower Manhattan in August 2019, the then Attorney General William Barr said his personal review of surveillance footage clearly showed that no one entered the area where Epstein was housed, leading him to agree with the conclusion of the medical examiner that Epstein had died by suicide. It's a claim that's been repeated by other top federal officials, including FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino, who said on Fox News, Fox and Friends in May, Fox News' Fox and Friends in May, there's a video clear as day. He's the only person in there and the only person coming out. But a CBS News analysis of the video the FBI made public, here comes the Pakistanis trying to co-host with me. Bro. But it's a claim repeated. But a CBS News analysis of the video the FBI made public earlier this month reveals that the recording doesn't provide a clear view of the entrance to Epstein's cell block, one of several contradictions between official descriptions of the video and the video itself. CBS News also digitally reconstructed the Special Housing Unit, or SHU, where Epstein was held using diagrams and descriptions from the 2023 report on Epstein released by the Justice Department Inspector General. The CBS News review found the video does little to provide evidence to support claims that were later made by federal officials. Additionally, CBS News has identified multiple inconsistencies between that report and the video that raised serious questions about the accuracy of witness statements and the thoroughness of the government's investigation. The review doesn't refute the conclusion that Epstein died by suicide, but it raises questions about the strength and credibility of the government's investigation, which appears to have drawn conclusions from the video that are now readily observable. Okay. Also, they just saying they're not satisfied with the investigation, but they still don't think he was offed. Oh, okay. I don't know if it changed. Well, I mean, it changes like as far as how the government functions. Not much about the case, I guess, or his death, I guess. Toddler in India survives deadly encounter with cobra by biting its head off. What kind of a crazy ass baby is this, bro? Baby biting snakes and stuff. So there's a toddler, and if this isn't load, I'm just moving on. There's an advertisement. What is it? A 2-year-old boy. Two. The baby is 2. A 2-year-old boy in India survived what could have been a lethal encounter with a cobra in the most bizarre way. He bit its head off. News report said was playing at his home. Govinda Kumar was playing at his home. Is the most Indian name ever. Was playing at his home in Bankatwa village in India's eastern state of Bihar on July 25th when a nearly meter-long cobra slithered close by. He mistook the venomous snake for a toy and tried to grab it. According to Times of India, the cobra coiled itself around the baby's hand. Startled, Govinda reacted by biting the snake's head clean off. Cobras have like this. How? What? He just put his mouth in. He gave the cobra mouth to mouth. That's sexually assaulted the cobra and then saved his life. Cobra coiled, so he killed it on the spot. The boy's grandmother was quoted by the Times of India as saying the boy then passed out and was rushed to a hospital. He was transferred to the government medical college and hospital Bhatia for specialist care, where doctors treated him for ingesting some of the snake's venom when he bit it. Dr. Saurabh Kumar, an associate professor at the hospital's pediatrics department, told the Telegraph that Govinda likely survived because the cobra's venom did not enter his bloodstream. The boy sank his teeth into the cobra, but the cobra was not able to bite him, he said. I received the child active and alert, but his mouth and face was swollen because of the reaction to the venom in the oral cavity. Lucky him, but also like what a badass baby. Badass baby. 5 Alabama jail medical staff indicted in death of mentally ill inmate. Oh God. Why is a mentally ill inmate in like a normal jail? 8.7 magnitude earthquake near Russia prompts tsunami alert in Alaska, Hawaii. Police officers also abused Rotherham grooming gang victims. Bro, the people who did this are like, I've looked into this a little bit. People, there's like a big like the system has to take the fall. And I'm not saying completely the people who did it are horrible people, like no matter what race, religion they are. But when you read about it, there's a lot of these people, and it seems like a culture in this place. This Rotherham place, it seems like there's a culture of this, irrespective of race, religion. This is there. Shocked that SYP is investigating its own former officers. What the fuck? Here. Decades of transgressions by LE personnel, and still investigations are handled so horribly, and too often by the same department, and covered up even more by politicians discussing. It's like when you hear people in certain, like, you know, bad neighborhoods where really bad things. I'm not saying doesn't happen in affluent neighborhoods. These things happen there too. But in bad neighborhoods where they can get away with, nobody cares about it, right? So when these things are happening in bad neighborhoods, where there's drug abuse, there's sexual abuse, there's violence, the police who are dealing with them, I've heard the same thing about the CEOs, the correctional officers in prisons too. They say that they spend a lot of time interacting with these people, these criminals, right, or criminal-minded people. That the cops, a lot of section of the cops or part of the cops, they become like that, and then they act like that, and they get involved in these activities, illegal activities. That's why I think like in the 80s, the New York NYPD or even the Boston PD had like people allegedly, from what I've read, allegedly there were things the officers were getting into. South Yorkshire police have been in some awful scandals over years of bad policing. When those meant to protect are complicit, the danger runs deep. Let's see. 5 women who were exploited by grooming gangs in Rotherham as children say they were also abused by police officers in the town at the time. One says she was raped from the age of 12 by a serving youth South Yorkshire police officer in a marked police car. He would threaten to hand her back to the gang if she did not comply. In a world where you were being abused so much, being raped once was a lot easier than multiple rapes, and I think he knew that. We have seen written accounts from these women plus testimony from 25 other victims of grooming gangs, with some of these women saying that corrupt police officers worked alongside the gangs or failed to act on child sexual exploitation. At least 1,400 children were abused by men in Rotherham between 1997 and 2013, the landmark report from Professor Alexis J found in 2014. From the evidence we read and heard, the majority of victims identified their perpetrators as being of Pakistani heritage. A new criminal investigation into the involvement of police officers in the Rotherham grooming scandal is now being led by SYP's major crime unit under the direction of the police watchdog. If the cops turn out to be of Pakistani descent too, then that shit is crazy. But there are other cases of like other communities dealing with this as well. By the way, I looked into a little bit. One of the women, Willow, not her real name, says she was sexually abused by hundreds of men, over hundreds of men, after being as an 11-year-old in 1997 by grooming it. The police officers also sexually abused her. She says over 3 years, one of the SYP officers would repeatedly track her down and pick her up in a police car in Rotherham town center. She said, if you want to get a certain, like, I'm not saying all working class towns or impoverished towns in the UK, there is a movie. Look at the name of the movie. I'm trying to see. It's called, I forget. Come on, dude. I forget the name of the movie. It's well, oh my god, what is it called? Ill Manners. Ill Manners. The movie Ill Manners. That's what it is. And this is a great movie. Martin Starr. What's his name is in here? What's his name? No. The Ill Manners is also like an album by this guy. Ben Trick. Plan B. Plan B also has done, like, he wrote and directed this, I believe. He had a good song. Hold on. This is him. Well, this is him now. He looks like the most English guy right now. He's put on some weight. But yeah, I remember this is a good movie. Ill Manners, and he also has an album or a song called Ill Manners. What is this? Oh. This guy, dude. This guy's phenomenal in the movie. I love this dude. Absolutely amazing. Ill Manners, okay. Australia to take teen social media ban plan global despite a Wiggles complaint. What is that? What is a Wiggles complaint? What is Wiggles in Australia? Any Aussies out here? Australia will take its social media ban to New York to push world leaders to protect children online despite the Trump administration's defense of communities and attack on digital censorship. What is Wiggles, bro? Wait, children's music superstar The Wiggles, Kate Shorter, was brought in to advocate against barring Toronto communication. Oh, bro, some goofy shit. Okay, let's get out of this. What does all-star pitcher on leave amid MLB sports gambling probe? T app takes messaging system offline after second screw security issue reported. Again? They got leaked again? T, a dating discussion app that recently suffered a high-profile cybersecurity breach, announced late Monday that some direct messages were also accessed in the incident. The app designed to let women safely discuss men. Is that, I don't know if this is appropriate or not. The women need safety, but also like you're putting, because people could misuse it. Like, what guardrails do they have in place? Misuse, like, people could like get mad. Women could get mad of men. The dated or did not reply, did not respond to their advances and whatnot, and put their photo up on this app, T app. So I don't know if it's good or bad. I get on one side women's safety is important. On the other side, you could possibly, people could use it for bad and then malign it too, malign people's name. Poland says 32 people detained, suspended, or coordinating with Russia for sabotage. What's happening in Europe? What's happening in the world, dude? Yeah, let's see what Warsaw, Poland. Warsaw, Poland police, police. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk on Tuesday said authorities have detained 32 people suspected of coordinating with Russia to engage in acts of sabotage, according to Polish news agency PAP. One person has been convicted, while the others are in custody awaiting trial, PAP reported. The group includes a Pole, Russians, Ukrainians, and Belarusians. Ukrainians cooperated with Russia. Okay, PAP reported, as well as a 27-year-old Colombian man who was accused of 2 arson attacks in Poland last year at Russia's behest. The Polish Internal Security Agency, in a statement Tuesday, said he faces up to 10 years to life in prison in connection with the arson attacks on 2 construction warehouses in May 2024. Interesting. Trying to give cash to parents for childcare in an effort to try and lift birth rate. Don't they have like the highest population? Or maybe look fertility rate. That's what is fertility rate? Ah! Why is this happening? Why is this happening? This happened last time too, bro. What am I doing that's wrong? Yeah. Fertility rates in the US reached all-time low in 2024. No, fertility rate in China, 1.18 per woman. China's total fertility rate is currently very low, significantly below the replacement level of 2.1. I need the 2.1. It's 1.18. It's lower than Japan. Needed to maintain a stable population. While there was a slight increase in 2024, it remains well below this threshold. This low fertility rate, coupled with an aging population, is causing concern about the long-term economic and social impact on China. Trump's EPA to repeal core of greenhouse gas rules in major deregulatory move. What are they going to do? So the cars, like, all these emissions and stuff is all right. There was no missing minute in Epstein jail video, government sources says. Sean Combs' lawyer asked judge to release him from jail while awaiting sentencing. Like a bail? I thought he was like acquitted of a few and then he was indicted of a couple of them or one of them or something. Union Pacific and Norfolk seek one's first transcontinental railroad through a massive merger. Wait. What is this happening? What is this happening? Which continent? Omaha, Nebraska. Union Pacific wants to buy Norfolk Southern in an $85 billion deal that would create the first transcontinental railroad in the U.S. So what is South America, North America? Oh, transcontinental, not intercontinental. I'm stupid. The proposed merger, announced Tuesday, would marry Union Pacific's vast rail network in the west with Norfolk's rails that snake across the eastern United States. The combined railroad would include more than 50,000 miles of track in 42 states with connections to major ports of both coasts. The nation was first linked by rail in 1869 when a golden railroad spike was driven in Utah to symbolize the connection of East and West Coast. Yet no single entity has controlled the coast-to-coast passage. That would be good. Well, it depends on the speed, right? And also like the cost. I don't think I know some people use Amtrak on the East Coast, but up and down the East Coast, but I don't know. I've heard people say the cost is high. It's not worth. You could just double a plane. Excuse me. But yeah, but with all the plane issues nowadays, with plane issues like I guess near collisions and what do I call it? I have to be careful. Mishaps with planes, I guess. Gunman who killed 4 at NYC building was targeting NFL offices but took wrong elevator. Mayor says, anyway, that's it. I'm gonna put an end to the news. The world is just as miserable, but on the positive side, okay, let's play some Wordle and relax. Okay, same strategy. Audio, most number of vowels I can think of. A-U-D, so there's A. Let's just try letter. Okay. Oh wait, why did it change? I could have done alter, bro. That's so stupid. But anyway, A. There's no E. There's no. There has to be another A then. There's no E. A P A B C A Y. I know most of those letters are. Freak it. Avery's not a word. Oh, Avery. I thought Avery was a word. Okay. So there's A. A is first. First letter is A. X blank 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 blank. 5-letter word starts with A. Blank blank blank. A B A B B B B B A B B A. Oh. A G A H A K. Bro. A B. Aware. Oh. Is it 2 A's? I knew there were 2 A's. I knew there were 2 A's. I knew there were 2 A's. So it's A something. There were 2 A's. There has to be 2 A's because there's no other vowel in there. Okay. A is a P. No. A as how about as? No, there's a assess. No, there's another A. Another A. A gape. All the A's in the same place. I forgot. No, I can't. Oh my god, I don't want to ruin this. I ruined this. A. How about A? The words with A. Are names allowed? No. A. 5-letter word, 2 A's. First letter is an A, and there's another A in the word. What could it be? A G M A D. I bet this is gonna be something stupid. I want to get. A jar of. Is S there? I don't even know if S is there. Oh, but 3-letter. It's always A. Second A is on the third, and it's not on the third. 5-letter word. First letter is A. There's another A in it, but the other A is not the third letter. It could be second letter, 4th letter, 5th letter. What could it be? O-C-E-A. Bro. A. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the third letter again. I know this is going to be something. Aspera. I don't know if that's a word. That's not a word, right? It's A-S something blank blank blank, and there's another A. Ashton. A-S. It's a 5-letter word. A-S blank blank blank. There's another A, but the other A is not the third letter. A-S, another A is not third letter. What do I do? A-S, jab, wab, as, rab, as, yab, as, tap, as, cap, as, land, as, hash, hashma, as aspergus, what? Aspat, asphalt, asphalt, no. A-S, I give up. What is this? What? Essay is not spelled out. What's essay? The testing of a metal or ore.
Assay.
Assay. Yeah, I had no fucking clue. All right, mini crossword. Let's do it real quick. Fire resistant part of a redwood. The what is the branch? The bark. 4-letter. App featuring personal videos from celebrities. Damn you. Where to find sponges that are always wet? Sponges that are always wet. I don't know. Rousey in the Ronda Rousey. What? No, this is Cameo. This is Ronda. Oh, that's not how you spell Ronda. Ronda. Okay. Upturned parts of a canoe. Isn't it the end of the canoe? What is it called? I don't know. Bring home the cheddar, the bacon. Change as a bill. Change as a bill is change as a bill, like coins. Passes time at the beach, maybe. Oh, what is passes time at a beach? Beer brand that with the longboard, island lager, and big wave. Golden ale, I don't know. What planks, Russian twist, and mountain climbers help to exercise? What is this? 5 down. What plank, Russian twist? Core. Okay, got that. Where to find red? Where to find sponges that are always wet? Ocean? Change as a bill. Oh, I meant as a. Oh, I was right. Upturned canoes end. Oh, it's ends maybe. What? That was fast. That was easy. This is easy. The only thing that I didn't know, the ends I wasn't sure about. Change is a bit. I thought it was like more of a change, like coin. And then what is it? How to find sponges that always wet? So ocean is that just stupid. I feel like that was so fast. All right, let me do some. Let's do some GeoGuessr quiz. Which time has Ronaldo not played in? Bro, I don't know. No, he's played in. I think Barcelona. He's played. But yeah, maybe this because what Netherlands? He's never played in Milan, Turin, Italy. He's played in Netherlands. Ronaldo had a specific haircut in the front. Oh, the shaved head, but hair in the front. A mullet. Which Ronaldo are you talking about? Was Ronaldo a part of the 1994 World Cup Brazilian squad? Yes. And 94, yes. You should specify the Ronaldo's name. Science. Let's go. I'm good at this. Let's go. Smart. The ITER project, International Nuclear Fusion Research Engineer Mega Project. Engineering Mega Project is located in which modern day country? Gaia. Paris. Is it Paris? Paris. François. I'm just gonna guess. I don't think it is. Oh, it is. That was easy. What force keeps centripetal force? Easy. Who discovered the laws of motion, gravity, and gravitation? What's his name? Newton's law. Newton. Good. Like God science. God science to the science. Politics. What is this? History. What is this? Museum. What is this? In which modern country was the epicenter of the 30 Years' War? 30 Years' War was it in Romans? Who did that? I don't know, bro. Who? Germany. Oh. Close, bro. Could have given me some points. Who was the main architect of the Peace of Westphalia, which ended the 30 Years' War. I want to say Ferdinand sounds like German. Cardinal Richelieu, that's German too. What was the outcome of the Battle of White Mountain fought during the... Bro, I don't know all these things. I want to say Catholic victory. Yeah, because there were a lot of fights. From which city is the mathematical physicist Rudolf from Closeless, bro? What does it say? Academic what? Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna say what language is antiquary? What? Rest. Oh, what does this say? Schulbus. Bro, Schulbus sounds German to me. German. Berlin. German. Oh, what is it? Berlin? It was Cologne. Oh, it does. But see, listen, Germany. So calm down. What is the process of converting heat energy to mechanical energy? Heat energy to mechanical energy is convection. What? Heat energy. What is convection? Conduction is what conducts. Bro, I'm so stupid. Am I this stupid? Did I lose much? Movement caused by a fluid by tendency hotter and therefore less dense to rise and colder. Yeah, to just sink under the influence of gravity, which yeah. So that is it's kinetic, but that's kinetic energy. Mechanical energy is kinetic energy. It's moving, right? I don't know. Rudolph, this is from the second law of thermodynamics. What is the first law state? Energy cannot be transferred. No. Energy is no. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. There you go. So on. Pretty good at this. Pretty good at this, bro. If you ask me. Science. Let's do another science. Here comes another. What city is home to the Max Planck Institute for Solid State Research, which is one of the world's leading centers for the study of the electronics and magnetic properties of materials? So Max Planck. That just sounds German to me again. Let's go. Oh, I should have done that. Bro, Bro, I'm gonna say something that's inappropriate, bro. Stop. Okay, which of the following particle has a positive charge? Electron has a positive charge. What? Electron, neutron is... What the fuck? I'm so stupid. Proton has... Okay. And their charges. What is particles and charges? Okay. Protons carry positive, yes. Electrons carry a negative charge, and neutrons have no charge, yeah. And the nucleus, negative charge, yeah. Oh, why would... So stupid, bro. My brain's not working. I studied them. All those years of studying for no reason. Which of the following describes the outermost shell of an atom? Valence shell. Knew that. Your books. Let's see. Which country did Alfred Nobel, the person who allocated his fortune in his final will, Georgian from? I want to say Germany, bro. I think it's from Germany. Oh no. He's from like Switzerland or something. Where's he from? Sweden. Yeah. Which one of these is not a Nobel Peace Prize? Literature, mathematics. This has to be. I think it's literature. Mathematics is not. Which invention is you credited with? Bro, I don't know. Dynamite? Yeah. All right, science. Let's go. I'm gonna kill this again. Let's see. The Galapagos. Galapagos, bro. What the fuck? The text is weird. The Galapagos Islands, known for their unique biodiversity and influence on Darwin's theory of evolution, are part of which countries yet today? Galapagos is isn't it not Ecuador? Isn't it? Yeah, it is Ecuador. Yeah. Which process do plants use to convert sunlight into chemical energy? Photosynthesis. Next one, bro. What is the basic structural and functional unit of organisms? Atom. Cell. Sorry. For a living organism. Sorry. Matter. Okay. Art. Okay, this is gonna be my last one because I'm not gonna do good in this. Where are you? I don't know, bro. Okay, UK. I'm in the UK. But what is this? I can't go anywhere? Museum entrance. Okay, this is okay. I'm gonna do UK, but maybe the London Museum. No, it's not London Museum, but let's see. I don't have much time. Let's see. I'm just doing the London. Let's see. Yeah. Cambridge, more close to Cambridge. What style of architecture is Norman Foster known for? Contemporary, I want to say. I've never heard of this guy. Tech. Norman Foster. What award did Norman Foster win? Pulitzer. No, Pulitzer. Pulitzer is for literature, right? Or arts. All right, I'm gonna call it a day. This is good. I think, I don't know. I keep doing late streams like 10 o'clock. I want to do this at like 7 o'clock early and get it out of the way. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Read some news, play some Wordle, stuff like that. Just thank you to the one viewer watching. Thank you. I'm off.